Well, hello, friends and family. This is me, Migrant the Trader. I'm in the trenches trading again. I'm letting you see a little bit what's going on here today. I've been kind of quiet as far as recording things today, but I just decided, I'm here. Just came back from tennis and sit down at the desk here and just continue a little bit what I started earlier today. I haven't been in the market that long today, but it's a good day. But what I'm looking at here now is the 4 hour chart. I want to take a quick look at the Euro US dollar pair. And I'm looking at the 4 hour chart. And what we're looking at, we're seeing that the Euro is in a pretty sustained downtrend. There's been some retracement, but the retracement has stalled and gone flat, gone into this box right here. And it's now trying to break below this box. Here, if it breaks below the box, what we're looking for is the price to keep going down to these blue lines here. And if it still has an energy, it should go down at least to this next blue line, and then maybe even further down. If it's still got momentum, it would be going down into this area. But that might be reserved for a couple of days more. But anyway, I want to look at this and get you into this trade here and to see what's happening because yeah, it looks like it's at a stall spot, but looking at the actual price setups here, it looks like we had a 1, 2, 3, a 4, and it looks like it's trying to set up this number 5 wave before it changes its direction. So it's just midway through this number 5 wave. Now remember that a number 5 wave can go pretty long. It doesn't always have to because we see number 3 wave has been pretty long. The number 3 wave has been long. And so with that long wave and it's only retraced, look like 50% retracement, then that's a sign that this downtrend wants to continue. And so I'm looking at that and I'm saying maybe this is going to keep going down. Now, this is every one of these candles are 4 hours long. So from this view, things aren't going to be going extremely fast. It takes time to get through the 4 hours, but at the very least, we go to the higher time frames to get a view on the overall trend that's in play. And then we can go down into a lower time frame, in this case, the up to 2 minute time frame, and we can see things look quite different here. Okay, so in the 2 minute time frame, we can see that the price is trying to bounce up to the top of this projection box that I have here. And yeah, it's kind of in a little funk here because yeah, it went down, bounced back up, and trying to go higher, but it's being rejected. It went 2 times, like a little double top kind of setup here, and this is 2 minutes, so we're not gonna get too excited about 2 minutes, but nonetheless, we can see what's being developed here and take some ideas on where the market might want to go with us. So it looks like we got a downtrend that's now being potentially paused as it's trying to bounce back up. Now, going back over to, let's say, the 1 hour chart. In the 1 hour chart, we can see this last hour candle came down, broke this blue line, but it could not sustain a position below that. So before the hour closed, price was moved back up by the buyers above this line, which sets us up for potential retracement back up to this blue line area here before the direction continues to go. Now you see there's some congestion right around this area here. So we knew we'll get caught up a little bit in this area. And once price got down in here, it'll slow down a little bit because it's been here previously and buyers and sellers got kind of, on even kill, and they moved the price within some very comfortable ranges. And so at this point, we are going to play with this, and very likely the price has already got to the top of this candle, and it very well might want to go to the top of this candle and even this candle, and this candle might be the most unless it really wants to turn and reject this as any more down movement, and then wants to go back up into this area here. So we have to keep an eye on where it's going. But for the most part right now, price is still below this red line. This is a 20 period moving average. So we're still considered in a down trend. Our bias is still down, but we have this support here that could be limiting how much further down it's going to go in the short-term play. So that's why we're in here. Want to get you in to see whether we can squeeze anything out of this little situation where we're in right here. And so I'm going to go down to a smaller time frame, knowing that we've already bounced off of this blue line. We have to this price right here, which is 101,294. So 01294 is currently at 01218. So there's about 8 pips of activity that we can get in there, and that could be a pretty good profit. So let's go to the shorter time frame and see is there anything in there we can squeeze out of this market. At this point, it looks like it's trying to go back and test the top of this box. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to smaller lot sizes here. I'm going to go down to maybe like $1 or so, and yeah, we'll go like $1 or so, and because it looks like it wants to. What we're going to do, we're going to set a trap for it. We're going to set a trap and see if it wants to go down in here. All right, it would have went down already, but not too slow. All right, now we're going to set this trap. It's only $1, so we're not too worried about the risk. We're looking for it to go down, potentially down to this area, or maybe even this area. So I'm going to move my take profit up to there, just a short profit. If it comes down and trips this, it might want to keep going down to this level, and may even want to keep trying to test the bottom of this. But there we go. We're in for $14, and let's go back to 14 if we can. Yeah, there it is, $12. Okay, we took a quick $12 off the table. Now remember, that's because we're only at $1 per 100 thousandths of a cent change in price. We can go higher than that if we really want, but you can see where the price is going. It's going down to that, and now it might even be going down to here. So keep your ears and eyes open because it's on its way. There it is, right there. There it is, right there. So I should have stayed in the market. It's going even further. So we got to keep an eye on what it wants to do. Let's go back to the hour time frame. See, the hour time frame, the price fell back down below this blue box. And so it might want to keep going down some more. And so it's going to have to go a lot to get through to here. But that's why I think this is going to be a slow ride. Price bounce back up above this blue line. So it's going to sort of maybe, unless we have some type of economic report or news coming out that might give some momentum to the prices. But right now we might spend a lot of time just going back and forth around this blue line area, maybe between these two blue lines here, because this is a big run to go to here. And at this time of the day, unless, once again, there's something that would unhinge this and cause it to drop out of this range and go seeking another place in the market, we're going to probably be in this area here. So let's go back to the lower time frame and see if we set up a range strategy to start taking some profits off the range movement. All right, so what I'm going to do with that now, knowing that this box that we have right here is giving us a good indication of the current range from the bottom to the top here, and it's still trying to push down. I'm going to go ahead and allow it to trip this up again and give me a little bit more profit just like that, and see how far it wants to go with this. So if it goes back above there, we're going to open it up again and see if we can get a little bit more. Now at this point, I'm going to go to $5. Since it might be just a hesitant market in here, we'll go to $5 and see what the price wants to do in here. All right. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set a buy area. I'm going to set a buy all the way down here. If the price goes down to here, I'm going to assume that it's going to stop and bounce up before it keeps going all the way through, not unless it hits this with momentum. Then if it hits with momentum, it may keep going down. So let's set it right there. Take these other things off. I'm going to set this right here. So now what's going to happen if it comes down and hits this? It's going to open up a buy order, and it's going to want to get the price to roll back up. And then if it does that, we'll be getting $5 per 100th of a cent change in price. And that's what we're looking at right now. So I'm going to make my chart a little bit bigger so we can see these candles a little bit bigger here. We still have our range here. Let me do this. All right, let me create a box like this. I don't think I need to do this, but I want to do this anyway. And I'm going to put my prices on top of that. Okay, price on top of that. All right, so now we can look and see where we are with this box, where prices might be bouncing back and forth in here. And when it gets to the top of this box, we're going to be looking to sell. And when it goes to the bottom of this box, we're going to look to buy. Now, right now it's in the middle of the box, so we don't really know. It's in the middle of this range, where the buyers and the sellers are like even. They're like, hey, for right now, this is where we both feel that it's the safest place, right in the middle of this range. So the buyers and the sellers are kind of balanced right now. So we're waiting to see what's going to happen. Either that or my terminal is stalled out. Let's see what happened. Let me click over here to see the tick chart, see whether we still have any activity. Because usually what happens, yeah, we see this activity here, but my terminal has stopped. Well, you've seen that before. The broker or something is causing my terminal to stop, and I don't see the actual activity. That's a pause in the action, so let's do this. Since I can't see where the prices are, I'm going to take this order off the table. I don't want to be sitting here not seeing where price is going and to have to deal with something like this. So let's go ahead and delete this. Delete that one. Okay, so we're calling it even. So what I'm going to do is just basically, once the terminal stops like this, no sense trading. I don't want to take any risk losing any money. So let's just suck it up and see what we're doing so far for today. Now, once again, I've been in this market today, trading today, and I wanted you to get a chance to see what I'm doing here. So today's history, today is the 27th of July, 2022, and this is what we've gotten so far. Let's take a look here in the history for today. Let's expand this up and see what do we have. So so you can see from the top of this, from 11:12. Now remember, my terminal, the server time is different from my current time where I'm in Indonesia. So let's say right now, let me just see if I can get a quick understanding. Right now, the time is like 6:08 wherever this market is, and it's 6:08. So that means like the last time when the terminal went out, it was very close to here. So that means we're in at 6:08 in the evening, wherever we are, wherever this is showing me, which is probably Europe. Maybe Europe. No, it can't be Europe. I don't know where we are with this. I'm not sure where this broker is located. But anyway, if my time is 10:11 p.m. and this is saying 6 p.m. so this is like 5 hours behind me. There's 4 hours behind me, so 4 hours behind me. So whatever time that they show is 4 hours behind me. So let's see here. This right here, 11:39 was actually 4 hours behind me. So this was like 4 hours 13. This is like 1:30. So we came in 1:30, right as Europe was doing its thing. And let's see what we've done. So we can see these dates are all today's dates. These are just 1 day worth of activity, and I get you to show you what we've got in here. So from the 7:27 all the way down to 7:27. So you can see that's what we've done. Let's get a count on how many trades we put on today. All right, so let's take a quick look. This right here is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. This is 24. 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 41 trades. All right, we did 41 trades, and out of 41 trades today, we lost only 2. 41 trades, we lost only 2. So let's take a quick look at some of this activity here. My very first trade, I went in the market 11:12:55 and got out 11:13:03. Once again, that's 8 seconds for $850. The second trade, I got in and tried to close out. But when I closed out, the price ran, but it ended up being 0. So there was nothing lost or gained on that. So that was a wash. And then this one here, 11:15:59. 11:15:59, we got out at 16:07. So that was 7 minutes. This is 7 seconds. Not minutes, 7 seconds, $300. The second one here, 7 seconds. This was 7 seconds, 16:01 to 16:08, $300. 7 seconds. So 2 trades at 7 seconds, $300 each. This one here, we went in 19:26. We got out at 19:29, 3 seconds, $820. Look at this one here. We got in 11:20:05. We got out 11:20:11. That was 6 seconds, $2,460. Look at this one. We got in 11:20:24. We got out 11:20:27. That is 3 seconds, $2,050. Look at this one. The next one was 11:22:43. We got out 11:22:46. 3 seconds, $2,255. So you can see basically the type of trading that I do. I don't get in the trade, and I don't intend to get in the trade and stay very long. I see what I want to do. I get in, I take it, and I run. So you can see 6 seconds, 3 seconds, but you can see because of the lot size. Look at the lot sizes here. I adjust the lot sizes, which means I don't need to have a big change in price to make profit, as long as I see where I'm going to get and I feel relatively sure that I'm going to make a good trade because I already read and found out where the market is going. So I put in large lot sizes like this, and look, I'm in and out seconds, 3 seconds, 6 seconds, and making this kind of money. How is that possible? Once again, the lot size, this means with every change in price by 1/100,000th of a cent. Look at the price, 101,380. That was the price that I entered this market, and I expected the price to go higher, and it went to 101,392. That was 12/100ths of a cent change in price. What? Not even 1 cent is the 100,000ths of a cent change. And see, with that amount of movement, for every 100,000th of a cent change, I receive $205.05. That's why it can move this small range here, 12/100ths of a cent, 100,000ths of a cent can give me $2,460.60. This one right here moved exactly 10. Therefore, you got 10 times this, or 2,050.50. All right. So this is why when we know that where the trend is going to go, we can increase the volume of the trade, thereby making more money with each change in 1,000th of a cent change in price. So if you can see, I went high, and then after a period of time, I moved my volume down lower. Here's what we're talking about. You've got to be careful because you see, I had a string of trades, 3 seconds, 3 seconds, 6 seconds, 6 seconds, 7 seconds. A lot of success. And then sometimes a young trader will keep going, keep going. They don't know when to stop. And that is when they'll start to make big mistakes. So what I do is, after a period of time, when I see what the market has basically started to slow down and the potential for it to move in the direction that I'm expecting might become more of a question mark, then for managing risk, I minimize by reducing the volume size. So now if the price actually goes in the opposite direction, then the loss that I would receive would not be as big. and the previous gains will be enough to cover that. So you can see I went way down. I went from 205 all the way down to 5, and I won the first trade, but then the second one, you see what happened? There was a loss there. That was my first loss of the day. Okay, out of 41 trades, my first loss right there. But you notice what happened. I moved down and I minimized my loss. Okay, instead of taking thousands of dollars, I took just $171 loss. All right, and then I kept going one more time with a buy, and then I started seeing that there was a potential change in the trend, and I went in the other direction, and I got in on this at 11:28.51, and that was another 3 seconds to get $630. All right, the next trade, I went back in the previous direction. The trend looked like it still wanted to go higher. And so for the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trades, I stayed in that direction and made all profits. So 32.42, we got out at 33.10. So that means there was 18 seconds before the next hour plus 10. So that was 28 seconds. 28 seconds this time, a little bit longer than a lot of the previous ones, but that's okay. Sometimes the market doesn't go exactly where you want. And remember, at this point, the market looked like it was trying to decide that it might want to turn around, and so it might take a little bit more time. But let's see this trade right here. I got in at 33.37, got out at 33.38, exactly 1 second. That was $105. 1 second. Next trade I got in 34.20, got out at 34.22, 2 seconds, $100. Got in 34.34, got out at 34.53, that's 9 seconds, $100. Got in at exactly 11:35, got out 11:35.01, 1 second, and I got $945.45. Okay, so you can see I went all the way down, and then my second loss here, because I was sort of thinking all these buy trades, I'm thinking the trend is going to turn around, and I guessed correctly in this one, and it went down slightly, and I got in at 39.20, 3 seconds to make $525, and then I went in again thinking it was going to go down, but it went back up. I got in at 39.32. I stayed in 8 seconds plus 50, so 58 seconds, almost 1 whole minute, and I realized the price was moving away from me, so it still wanted to go higher, and I thought it was going to go lower. So I took my loss. I took $2,941 loss. That was my second and only loss for the day. After that point, I continued a string of successful trades all the way down to here. So let's just see, what did we do so far today? Now, my current balance, let's take a look at the current balance, and memory clear. Let's take my current balance here, 793. Oh, too many 4s in there. 4, 4. Okay, here's the balance right there. Wait a minute. Let's get this buy limit off the table. Wow. I thought I was supposed to clear that out. Okay, let's go back to the calculator. Here's your balance in the account, like right now where we stand. Now from this, we're going to subtract what we've earned so far today. And that we subtract this. So that means this was our balance at the beginning of the day. So we're going to put that into memory. So now let's find out what's our percent of increase on the day. So what we'll do, we'll take the earnings that we made today and divide it by our beginning balance of the day. So we started with this and we increased by this amount. So this amount of change, now you divide your amount of change by your original price, and then this will give you your percent of change. Percent of change right now, we're looking at 13%, 13.03% change for today. Not bad. Once again, Your bank right now in your savings account may not even give you 1% for the whole year. Today we got 13%. So you can see when we have people who trade for us, if I trade for you, you can see day after day after day, I'm showing you my trenches, trading in the trenches, and you're seeing that I'm getting in and getting pretty good slice of action here. And the money is increasing very, very nicely. So you get a chance to see when somebody else is trading for you who knows what they're doing, then it's very easy that you can get a 3% increase every single week. And that is what I've been showing my projections on when I've been talking to some other people about. Here's what we can plan. We keep a conservative number. Now, I'm not going to get in here every day and make 13%. The market does not always provide this. It depends on the phase and the condition in the market. Some days it's going to be better than this. Other days it might not even be this at all. And I might even end up a net loss. And that does happen. So I just let you know that does happen. So we have to be very careful to not be greedy and not run in fear, but to stay within the confines of our trading strategy. Now, I have not really told you what my trading strategy is. And that's on purpose. Because you see, I want you to allow me to be your trader. If I am going to tell you what I'm doing, then you won't need me. You see? So I just want you to know that I can trade for you, and I have a strategy that's behind what I'm doing. I'm telling you a lot what I'm doing, but you don't know my overall strategy. Now let's go back to our chart now and just take a look at our chart so we can see how do I set up my chart, and let's just talk about some of these things without trying to give you the whole, trade secret, okay? From time to time, you see different things on the chart. In this chart here, so you see all of these buttons and things up here. These are buttons and things that I've created. This is proprietary. Nobody else had this on their chart. Nobody in the world. I made this directly for myself. The same thing with these areas over here. I created these. I'm a programmer. I made these programs, and all these buttons have different functions that allow me to trade the way I want to trade according to my trading style and the strategies that I'm using. Also, sometimes you see this box right here. I call this my projection box. Okay? My projection box has 3 lines in it. And these lines help me to know, it has a retracement level. And what I'm doing, I'm using some Elliott wave theory as well as some Fibonacci theory, okay? As well as price action, as well as market profile information. So I'm using a compilation of things, but you don't see all of that on my chart because it's already in my brain. 20 plus years of trading, it's in my brain, and I can see it as I'm going through the markets. Okay, and then down here is my try and true RSI. This is one of the only indicators I use, relative strength index. Okay, and that's basically when times get kind of low and volatility is very slow, or there's price movements, and I want to see whether these price movements are legitimate. I'll look down here on RSI to just give me some idea whether what I'm seeing is legitimate, so I can know whether I'm going to be looking for the trend to turn around or is it going to continue. All right. Now this particular chart does not have a moving average. When I was looking over here on my hourly chart has the moving average, and on this chart I drew these blue lines in here. So you can see I'm looking at different views, and at each view I'm seeing some slightly different things. In this one here, I have nothing on it at all except these volume, and I don't even use volumes. So okay, so there you have that. So now you can see the way my charts are set up are proprietary, just for me. So maybe in another session somewhere, we may get into some of these things that I'm using and what I'm doing, just so you understand. But for me and for you, I want you to be able to come in the trenches with me. I take you along, I show you what I do, I tell you and I analyze and give you some type of annotation as I go along here, so you can get a feel for what's happening, and then you can also get a feel that, yes, Migrant, the trench trader, knows what's going on, because I often tell you what the market is going to do, and then it almost immediately does it, or not too long after I tell you, it does that. So that lets you know when I get in here and I'm not recording my session and I'm focused in, just like today, I have 40 some trades. See, I'm focused in, and you can see I was getting 3 seconds and multiple 3 seconds, 1 second in and out, and profit was really good. One day, $16,696, 72 cents one day. That's not bad. I mean, there's a lot of people who make that all year long. So look, I can help you, but hopefully by now you have confidence that I can help. And if that's the case, then I want you to take a look at the link, click on the link, go ahead and enter your enrollment information, and I could go about helping you to go to the next steps, to get your account funded, and then we'll be able to get you into the stream, making some money on your investment. So that's what I want to share for you today. And this is me once again, Migrant the Trader, in the trenches, trading in the trenches. Don't forget, if you like what I'm showing you, why not click subscribe and like it and keep going? Because this way, the algorithm in YouTube might start registering that, I got some content that people want to see, and then that will encourage me to keep showing you this. And the more you encourage me, hey, one day I might even tell you my trade secrets. Wouldn't you want to know? Wouldn't you want to be able to make thousands of dollars in seconds of time? Not slaving over the terminals. You don't see me slaving over the terminals. But you see me get in and you see me get out, and I'm making thousands of dollars in seconds. That's an amazing thing. So, hey, that's it for now. I'll see you in the next time when we'll come back and show you some more live trades as we trade in the trenches with me, Migrant the Trader. Bye-bye.